Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream hosted by me, the one and only Mr. Philly. And today we're making butter chicken. This is part 2, and now we're actually going to cook the chicken and finish up the recipe. All right, so let's get started. Well, before we get started, actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about this recipe. For those of you who don't know what butter chicken is, it's actually an Indian dish, very popular in Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India. It originated in Delhi, India. It's a curry made from chicken, and it's well known for its tomato spiced gravy like what do you call it, spiced hello money, how you doing? Known for its hello Ellison, how you doing? Known for its spiced tomato gravy, and has a rich flavor. And now in country of Canada, it's actually used for a filling for like pizza or in poutine, and in the countries like New Zealand and Australia, I'm sorry, it's actually known. It's used as like a pie filling, like this curry. So anyway, so yeah, let's get started. All right, how's everybody doing today? Doing good? Thank you very much, Money, for the like. All right, so let's get started with the recipes. First, we're gonna start with some butter. And the recipe calls for 6 tablespoons of butter. First, we're gonna start with 3 tablespoons right here. Oops, kind of a little lower. All right, now let me grab my wooden spoon. Really? You're cooking butter chicken tonight, sir? Is that really true? Wow. What are the odds? Alright, we're just going to let our butter melt, and then we're going to add our chicken. And now, I picked a recipe that is actually very simple. Actually, this is a 1-pot butter chicken, actually. So, and normally I don't like doing that. I mean, I like to a little bit of a challenge. I like going all out because butter chicken is one dish that actually does include a lot of spices, and that's actually what makes the backbone of the flavor of this dish. There's usually a few more steps added to it. But that's the great thing about cooking. You can find simplified dishes, even the most extravagant recipes, even the most extravagant dishes. You can find a simple recipe for it. So that's the great thing. You can start at the bottom and work your way up. So anyway. All right, now that our butter is melted, it's good and melted. Now we're going to add our chicken. And we've seasoned our chicken already. In the last video we prepped. Well, we didn't. I prepped this actually off screen. This is one thing that I didn't get to prep in my last video. But anyway, I seasoned it with salt and pepper. All right, now we're going to add our chicken. So, there we go. All right, we're going to turn the heat up just a little bit. There we go. All right, it's going to take some time, to get our chicken cooked. And then after our chicken's cooked, then we're going to remove it, and then we're going to add our spices, and then we're going to do our, tomato-based gravy sauce, the signature part of this dish. So yeah, this is going to take a few minutes. So anybody have any questions? How's everybody's day going? Anything new? Hey, how you doing, Callie? How you doing? Sorry, where I live right now, I have a very small kitchen, and it's a little claustrophobic, so I'm trying to make do with what I can have and this camera and all. So yeah, I hope you guys can see me and hear me. I'm trying to do my best to actually show you me and the dish that I'm making, and so you can see inside the pot what I'm cooking. I have to turn this up a little bit. Oh yeah? What's wrong? Something going on? I've been there, done that, hard times. Hit everybody. Give me a moment. Let me throw this away. Bonjour. I can't say that name. Begins with a G. You have a French name, so apparently I guess you're in a French country. Now we're cooking a little bit. Now it's starting to sizzle. The butter melted really fast. Now it's taking a little bit. I don't hear the sizzle for the chicken yet. Getting there. Have to turn the heat up a little bit. I am making butter chicken. Ever heard of it? Buon appetito. Thank you. Are you gonna stick around and watch? It's gonna take a bit, but yeah, we're getting there. Have you ever heard of it? There we go. Now it's starting to cook up. Now we're running the gas. Just had to turn the heat up a little bit. Hello, Ikna. I guess that's how you say your name. How you doing? So I'm trying to think. There was something else that I did want to talk about actually in this video. While our chicken's cooking, I forgot, but yeah. I don't know what that says. It's in a different language. Hopefully I'll remember what I was wanted to talk about here. Some side note, that's what it was. So, I'm gonna share my day with you guys. So, my day was pretty good. You know, I got up this morning. I actually got some coffee, like I normally do, and ate a little breakfast, which I'm really surprised. I feel like I haven't eaten all day, but yeah. Then, you know, I went to church at some point today, and then got the rest of my stuff from storage that's been in store. Stuff, you know, like clothes and things like that, because I just moved into a new place, you know, and I'm really, really happy. I just moved into a new place like less than a week ago, and I really like where I'm at actually, and you know, it's a house actually, and it's a yeah. It's the only problem is the kitchen's a little bit small for my taste, you know, but it is what it is, you know. Um, Got a full house that I'm living in and renting, and the rent was pretty solid. And I saw the opportunity, so I took it. And it's a little bit cheaper, a lot cheaper than where I was living. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah. Hmm. A fun fact for you, or just some interesting side note to point out too, that you know, even though this is called butter chicken, I'm not exactly sure. I didn't do enough research. It's only 20% butter though, so yeah, everything else is chicken and spices or whatever meat you're using. So yeah, it's a curry chicken. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about actually. So this recipe called for Gram Marsala among the many spices, and that is the backbone spice of this dish. But I don't have any Gram Marsala. I was talking about making this last night, and this is what I mentioned in my other video. But a good substitute for that, I mean, I could have gotten it, but I was being lazy about that today. And Gram Marsala is actually quite expensive. It's like $6 a pop. Anyway, a good substitute for Gram Marsala is Gram Masala. I hope I'm saying that right. The Indian spice that is the backbone for a lot of Indian dishes is curry. But you can also use cumin and then mix allspice with that. And so those are two, the curry and that other thing that I just told you are a really good substitute for if you don't have Gram Marsala when you find yourself making butter chicken or some kind of Indian dish of the nature. So anyway, just wanted to point that out. So that's what we're going to be using, curry today instead. So we're going to see how that goes. All right, our chicken is cooking really well. So yeah. Well, I don't know where my regulars are today. I usually have a few regulars on tonight, you know, hitting me up, but oh well, I guess I got busy, so it is what it is. Night is still young. All right. Get a little taste here. All right, so in just a couple minutes, now we have our chicken cooked to a satisfied level. Now we're about to transfer that to another pan, and then we're gonna add the spices and start on the tomato spice gravy, curry sauce, if you would call it. I hope you guys can see that. Hey, how you doing, Taewi? Have we talked before? I don't remember ever talking to you. I am making butter chicken today. So yeah, I got a good one for you today, guys. So yeah, butter chicken. I don't know if you heard of it or had it. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? All right, all right. Well, you come to the right place, actually, you know? You turn on that food channel and you watch me, actually, because this is better than any other food channel. I always tell all my subscribers, you know, this is better than any other food channel, because this is where we make cooking fun. So, yeah. I'm glad somebody knows what I'm talking about, actually. The first one so far, I think. Are you subscribed, Kiwi? By chance, or no? Are you just browsing? Just curious. I don't know what it's on now. All right, now we're about to. Now our chicken is done cooking to a satisfactory level. We're about to transfer it to this pan. All right, give me a moment. And then we're going to start on our curry-based, spicy, tomato-spiced gravy, like curry sauce. All right, now that we've transferred our chicken to another pan, we're gonna add it back. Now, first we're gonna start on our curry sauce, I guess that you would call it, butter curry sauce. I guess that's maybe what you would call it. But anyway, and then once our curry sauce is done, we're gonna add our chicken back in, and that's gonna be a completion for our, that's gonna make our, what do you call it, butter chicken complete. So anyway, let's just get started here. First, we're gonna add 1 onion. This recipe called for an onion and a half, but I think the onion was big enough. So, and I don't like having too many onions in my food, whatever dish I'm making. There we go. Now, normally we let our onion cook up for a little bit, just get it translucent and caramelized, but no. In this recipe, we're gonna actually add the spices and everything all together. So anyway, first we're gonna start with 3 teaspoons of ground curry. And it's just our substitute for our Grand Marcel since we don't have any. All right, we got 1. Come on, get out of there. We got 2. Oh, 2. Oop, what a mess. Now we got 3. 3 teaspoons of our, teaspoons, I'm sorry. 3 teaspoons of our curry, ground curry. Next, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of cumin. One. Whoop. I'm making a mess. And 2. There we go. And that's the what makes this dish so special and spectacular is that it just has so many spices into it, and that's why it's such a popular dish because of all the spices. And I've noticed, and this is the reason why I love cooking international food, the way it's seasoned so well. Chicken shawarma, this way chicken is seasoned, oh my gosh, it's so heavenly delicious. It's like on a whole another level. All right, so now we're gonna add a teaspoon of chili powder. And then a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. half a teaspoon of turmeric. There we go. All right. And then lastly, we're going to add a cinnamon stick to get that flavor going. All right. There we go. All right, now we're just going to mix this up and let it cook. And let the flavors create chemistry together. Get those flavors to know each other. You make them some chemistry. Oh man, make that chemical reaction go. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm gonna put all these spices away. That's what curry sauce is based off of. A lot of spices. There we go. It's a better angle. Sorry about that. Alright, turn the heat down just a little bit, let that simmer for a little bit, just let it cook just a little bit. Turn the heat down, just let it cook. In the meantime, I'm gonna put some all my spices away because I got quite a few of them here. Sorry. All right, one more thing. I'm so sorry, but I was supposed to add this actually in the beginning along with the spices. So we also have 3 cloves of garlic that we're gonna throw in too, but it's still pretty early, so we can get those flavors coagulated together. And then you're also supposed to add a tablespoon of ginger. There we go. Now we get the real flavors going. Now we're cooking with gasoline. Adding a little more love and chemistry to our dish here. I smell it already. I see some beautiful chemistry coming. Beautiful, beautiful chemical reaction. I guess I picked a bad day. There's not many people on today. I'm sorry. Oop. All right, so now that we let that cook for a little bit, we're gonna remove our cinnamon stick, because I think it's time. And now we're gonna add our tomato sauce. And in this case, this recipe actually called for ketchup, which I'm actually very surprised. So, I mean, I was just gonna use a can of tomato sauce, but hey, you know what? You never know unless you try, so here we go. Now we're gonna use a generous amount, like a whole can. I'm gonna use quite a bit of this. There we go, almost all of it, there we go. Alright. Healthy amount of ketchup. That's gonna be the base for our tomato sauce. Alright. Well, it smells good. I think they're adding some good chemistry to each other, so yeah, we'll see. You guys can see that? There we go. Alright. Let's get that nice and coated in there. There we go. Beautiful. We got that ketchup or tomato sauce, ketchup paste that we've just added, and we've cooked. Alright. So now, I'm sorry. So now that we've added our ketchup, and we let it cook for a little bit, just add some more chemistry to whatever else we have in the pan. Now we're about to add some. Well, this recipe called for a cup of heavy cream and then a full cup of water. So. And I don't think I used enough chicken for that. So we're going to start with half a cup of both. So anyway, all right, let me go get my half a cup of water and half a cup of cream. Let's see where that goes. All right, so now we're gonna start and add a half a cup of heavy cream. There we go. All right. And half a cup of water. Give that a mix. Oop. There we go. Turn the heat up on that a little bit. Oh, it's looking beautiful. Beautiful. Doesn't that look beautiful, guys? Oh, man. All good. That's the color we're looking for. That's the color of success. Yes, it's got that orange, tingy color. So, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Right, let's get that cooking up really well. Now we're cooking. All right, now we're cooking. All right. I feel like we probably should add a little more cream just to get some little bit better color and a little more water. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, look at that color. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. Beautiful. And I think this is the part where we're supposed to actually add the rest of the butter, the rest of the 3 tablespoons. So this recipe called for 6 tablespoons. But I think it's only if you need it, so yeah, but I think this will actually help. So, whoop. Our second 3 tablespoons of butter, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Can everybody still hear me, I hope? Oh, crap. My phone just started glitching a little bit, so I hope people can still hear me. Awesome, thank you very much. Alright, let me turn that down a little bit. Alright, I think we got a good cook going on. Here we go. Alright. Thank you, Isner. How you doing? Alright, so I think we got some really good heat on this, curry sauce. So we're going to turn it down a little bit, just let it simmer, just let it cook up a little bit more, and then we're about to add our chicken, and then we're going to do the fun part, the taste test. Alright, give me a moment, I'll be right with you. Thank you for watching, Yinzer. Is that how you say your name? I really appreciate it. Let me add just a little bit. I'm gonna add just a little bit more cream. I think it's close, but not exactly the right. Almost to the right color. Here we go. A little more cream. There we go. Just a little more cream to get that almost perfect color. All right, I'm about to give this a taste test right here. About to try our curry sauce. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I thought I just died and went to heaven. Oh my gosh. Delicious. Oh man. Beautiful. Beautiful flavor. I can't describe it. It's very complex because you know curry sauces usually they have so many spices in them, but it does have an enriching flavor. Oh man. Beautiful. Now, normally when you cook butter chicken, it's usually made with rice, but you can also use, what do you call it, pita bread. So today I wanted to be fancy and use pita bread instead. So anyway, well, I don't know if that's fancy. That's not traditional. I mean, a little less traditional, but pita bread, oh man, it was just calling out to me. So I'm going to serve this not with rice, but with pita bread today. That's what it's going to go with. Whoop. So I'm going to take out another pan, throw some butter on it just to warm up my pita bread. All right, now that I believe this is actually cooked to a well satisfactory perfection, we're about to add our chicken back to this curry sauce. All right, give me a moment. All right, we're gonna add our chicken right back that we cooked earlier back to our curry sauce. Here we go. Oh man, for the finishing touches. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh yeah, beautiful. Beautiful chicken curry. Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna turn up the heat just a little bit, just to get a little bit more heat on our chicken. Since it's been sitting out for a second, just to get a little more heat on that. Help it thicken up, get a little more heat on our chicken. All right. open it. All right, I think our butter chicken came out just divine. It's cooking just divinely. Oh my gosh, I just cannot wait to try this. Here I am about to try it. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be epically phenomenal. It looks absolutely amazing. Doesn't it look beautiful to you guys? Oh my gosh. Butter chicken. Got the right color. It's got the chicken. Man, it's got the curry sauce. Oh my gosh. Looks beautiful, don't it? Absolutely beautiful. I'm just gonna let it simmer just a few minutes longer. So yeah, and then I'm about to grab a plate and make myself a plate and give you guys the honors of the taste test. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna turn this down. I'm about to make myself a plate of this delicious, beautiful butter chicken. Plate. All right, here it goes. Oh, beautiful. There we go. Our butter chicken right there. Oh, there's some more chicken there. All right, there's our buttered chicken. All right. We got our pita bread with it. All right, I'm about to do the finishing touches. Grab the garnish, the cilantro. we're gonna go in with our cilantro garnish. This is completely optional, but I highly recommend it. It adds great color to it. There we go, some cilantro for our color. Here we go. All right, now we're about to dig in. Mm. 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 Oh my gosh. Mm. Wow. Tastes just like money. All right. So I will be honest though, the sauce is not as thick as it should be, but it's still pretty damn good. I mean, like, I think it's close to where it's supposed to be, but yeah, should be a little bit thicker. But oh my gosh, let me take another bite. Mm. Oh my gosh, that tastes like $1 billion. Oh my gosh, I am so glad. You know what? Mm. You can make wonders with even the most simplest recipes for the most exquisite, extravagant dishes. Oh my gosh, let me grab a spoon. Mm. All right, take another taste. Mm. Mm. That is 5 stars and beyond. Oh my gosh. Mm. Mm. This is probably the best, simplest dish I've made so far. Oh my gosh, the flavor is just so enriching. That curry sauce came out freaking amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the chicken. Mm. Mm. 5 stars forever. Mm. Mm. So, well, thanks everybody for watching. You know, I really appreciate the likes and subscribes. You know, I'm very, very satisfied with this dish, you know. And, you know, I wanted to take a minute and tell you guys one more thing. A side note about cooking, you know. If you're new to cooking or you used to cook and you haven't cooked in a while, one thing to remember is that, like, you know, no matter how big of a task it is, you know, you can find a simplified recipe of it, you know, start at the bottom, work your way to the top. And keep 2 things in mind. You know, if you ever want to be a chef someday, or you want to be a cook, or just be a better home cook or whatever, or just want to learn a little bit more, love and patience. Love and patience. You keep those 2 things in mind, and you put those in front, you're going to cook great things. And that's what we have here today. So you know what? Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and follow. Happy cooking, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Have a good night. Bye. Mm.